You think it's gonna start? Yeah. This is how you polish a car, folks. And we're learning Cleo likes snowflakes. I don't know what these are. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. Today we are starting the video off with a huge apology. This is my 1991 Mercedes 300 CE that is parked behind my other 1991 300 CE. Both are total wrecks. I mean, these things I got for $1,000 each. This one in the other video kind of runs and kind of drives. Today though, we're gonna make it look very, very pretty, and it's all thanks to you, Brian S. from Pennsylvania. So months and months ago, Brian was kind enough to reach out and said, hey, listen, I've got everything that you need to make these cars look new again. And I said, you don't have to do it. I mean, I've got a bottle of, rubbing compound. I got an old scrubber and I got a power washer. He said, no, I'm gonna send you some good stuff. It's almost everything that you need to completely transform the way that the car looks, okay? Well, I said, okay, send me the box. He sent me the box. I said, can I pay for anything? He said, no, this is my treat. I like watching your videos. So Brian, thank you very much. Once again, I'm very, very sorry it took so long to do this, but these just kind of fell by the wayside, and I've been meaning to get back to work on them, but then I purchased some other cars and life kind of got in the way, but we're back. We're dedicated on Clio 1 and Clio 2. And thanks to Brian, they're gonna be looking so pretty. So Brian sent me a box of stuff. Okay, I really haven't even gone through this. We have, a very nice double-sided microfiber towel. We have black and white cutting. Pad. This is, wait a minute, I see something electrical in here too. This is more than he was supposed to send. We have an orange fine performance pad as well, and I have bottles and bottles of stuff. So I have a heavy cut. This is the Coke Chemie Excellence for Experts. This, I guess, is like a rubbing compound. Yes, coarse polishing compound, silicone and oil free. I have, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here, Brian. You went too far. We have one cut and finish. This is high gloss polish with sealant. This is the P601. I don't even know what that means yet. And I have this, the Micro Cut M302 micro polishing compound, silicone and oil free. So I guess it's like 1, 2, and then you're gonna do the polish at the end. Oh my gosh, okay, well, this is amazing. And then this, what is this? This, okay, well, this is the nicest gift ever. Look what he sent. Look at this thing. It is the Bigfoot. It is a detailer. Oh my gosh, variable speeds, everything that I need. It's got the, what do they call this? The hook and loop, where I can attach those two pads and just bzzz. You're kidding me. Brian, I am so sorry. I just want to make sure there's no instruction manuals or anything in here. Nope, we got it. It's everything you said it was. It's everything that I need. Uh-oh, these things are gonna start flying around the yard and then Bear's gonna eat them. Let's put this up real quick. Okay. There we go. So here we go. One polisher. Let's put these in order. We'll do this one first, this one second. The cut and finish, is that right? Yep, this is how it goes. I'm guessing I'll have to read the instructions, plus 2 pads and the microfiber towel. This is the best gift ever. This is so needed because I have so many cars that are in really, really crappy condition. Main reason, because of this tree, and the birds come up and they just poop everywhere on all of my cars. Then I have sap, and then I have seeds, and I got all this kind of stuff I'm dealing with every season of the year. So, the only thing he said I needed to do was to get a clay bar. So he wants me to wash the car, do a power wash, do the clay bar, and then get started on all of this. So yes, in today's video, we are transforming this, oh my gosh, this W124 that has sat for decades in a field and then in a barn, and it's trash. The only good thing is this is single stage paint. So I think it's gonna come back to life. I really think we're gonna be amazed by the transformation. And Brian, once again, you the man. So let's get busy. Let's do a power wash, then we'll give her a regular wash, and then we're gonna start with the got a little carried away. Yeah, I was power washing everything back here. Well, almost everything. Let me show you. I had forgotten how bad the paint job is on this, but I power washed this, Clio 1, and the Miserabile, so that they're all kind of clean. But this will, I mean, there is so much junk in this paint, and I had forgotten that we have some huge clear coat issues, like all right through here. So let's just kind of see how, if the paint wants to come back. We'll do half of the trunk, and then we'll do maybe the hood, and I want to see what happens here with this right here. So let me get some tape up, and we're just going to divide it right down the middle. We'll do this side, leave that side the original, and we'll see if she wants to come back or not. Okay. I have great faith in Brian's products, so let's just see how it works. All right, we're gonna hit this with the Meguiar's clay. That hopefully works. Don't tell me the squirt bottle doesn't squirt. Here we go. Lightly misting, and then we rub. Well, you can tell when it grabs onto something, though. Yes, sirree. Okay. There we go. That was a good job. Now it says you can feel the difference. I can feel the difference. Really rough and crappy. Smooth, except for a couple of tar drops. Like right there. Okay, now let's get to work with Brian's products. Got my own purple rag. I'm saving Brian's for the final polish. And I've got this heavy cut H9.01. I've shaken it up. Let's just see how she does. A couple of drops. 6 drops. I guess I should figure out. Oh, look at the speed. We're start off in 3. For the first time ever. Here we go. You know what? I think the paint is so bad, I gotta bring out the Big Daddy. Okay, we're starting to make some progress, but I want to save this pad. So we're going full strength. We're gonna get my old Makita and the wool pad from Heck, and we're gonna see what that does, and then we'll come in and do the finish polishing. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with Big Daddy. We're just gonna see what this does. I'll give you a little secret here in a minute. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, because there's so many years of junk on this paint. But we need the wool pad just to cut through it. I'm gonna be here for 16 days. Well, that's brilliant. This is how you polish a car, folks. Come on, Mike. Jiminy Christmas. This is bad. Hold on, because nothing can touch the ground, because you'll get rocks. Jiminy, so much disaster. Good golly. Okay, will you please sit there? Thank you. Can you see that? That's a difference right there. So I need to get a wool pad for my new detailer. Holy moly. Look at that. Let's do some more. Some more. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's do one more coat of this, and then we'll use Brian's stuff and finish it off. Well, what do you think? That's going to be a big difference. Okay, let's go to step number 2. Woo! Okay. This paint is terrible. This paint is terrible. Now, let's go to the final step. You ready for something fantastic? Yeah, this looks really good. Look at the difference. If I can get my shadow out of the way. Look, Brian's side, Mother Nature's side. Look, I guess we could take this off too. Here we go, this is always fun. Look at the difference. There it is. Now, if you look closely, there is stuff in this paint. I mean, there's all kinds of junk in this paint. But look over here, there's no reflection. It's like a matte black look right here, and then it's nice and shiny. And look over, yeah, here's the difference for you right there. See? Pretty ugly. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, what do I do? Am I gonna do this whole car? Now you can really tell the difference right there. But I mean, there's so much trash in the paint. I think this car has probably been repainted a time or two. I don't know, but it is smooth. Feels way better than this crap right here. Time now for a confessional. See the car back there? Remember what it used to look like? Yeah, it was horrible. But I kind of opened the box and I used some of these products. I used my own wool pad, and I had like a sponge pad, and I went to town. And I gotta tell you, these products, these are nice. I mean, look at this. Look at that. And I haven't even waxed this yet. This is just bare. Look at that. Now, as we walk around, I'll put up some pictures of what it used to look like. But look at this. Oh my goodness. And I'm not a detailer at all. I haven't finished the roof, okay? And there are lots of imperfections in the hood, the roof, and the trunk. The side, though, I think it's original, because look at that. Look at that. Hi, Mike. You're a good-looking guy. Yeah, look at this stuff. Okay, so if you look closely here, I mean, this has been sitting under a tree. It was in California for a long, long time. Ooh, and black just absorbs all of it. And if you look closely, there's some bird poo remnants and all kinds of stuff. But if you back away and kind of cross your eyes a little bit, it looks fantastic. The sides look brand new. On this side, look at this. Look at how oh my gosh. So this is the Mercedes that I got from Randy. He bought it and he was done with it. So I just couldn't let it, go somewhere else. And so I jumped on this thing. And yes, wheels need to be redone. But I may have some other wheels on this fine looking car. And just to give you a preview, remember what the inside looked like? Yeah, we've been doing some dash work and some woodwork and everything else. It's dirty. I haven't cleaned it in a while. And we're still doing some tracing of the vacuum lines. And I rewired something and it didn't quite work. And so we're still working on that. But look at this. Yeah, so we got to redo some wiring this right in through here. Here comes the manager. I got to act right. But yes, sirree. Brian, thank you so much for the polisher and the pads and the chemicals. Oh my gosh, the cleaners super great. They are fantastic, much better than my Meguiar's Ultra Compound. Oh my gosh, it just transformed this car. Okay, so I know one of the pictures is like from here. There's the before, there's the after. Yeah, huge difference. So I'm gonna work on the top, I'm gonna work on the trunk a little bit, then we'll come over here and I'll show you the finished result, maybe. This is gonna be so much work, okay? But this was just two passes with the compound. There it is. Okay, and I haven't waxed it yet. No wax is on that car. I think it's great, okay? So once again, Brian, buddy, you're the man. I'm sorry it took so long to do the video on Clio 1 and Clio 2. But thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is not going to be just a video about correcting paint, because I can't do that. Anyway, we have been correcting paint as good as I can with this new detailer and the pads and the chemicals, thanks to my new best friend. And look at that. Look at the difference. Now, we've only done the first step. So we haven't done the anti-swirl and then the fine polish. And I haven't even done this yet because this is going to take a long time. This is going to take a long time. But the rest of the paint, don't look at the swirls and don't get too close. I think it's 1,000 times better. I do. I'm going to go over it. This is like 3 times on the trunk. I think the trunk might be even worse than the hood. So we have some issues we're still going to correct there. This part is looking better and better. And if you notice, I don't know, the car has been painted. Of course, every car I buy has been painted. Let me just kind of step down here. And hopefully you can see Lola's lovely reflection. You're looking pretty today. Thank you, Mama. You are a good girl. But look right here, okay? I don't know, it's not like clear coat, it's just like junk in the paint. So Brian or, you know, any experts who are watching this, how can I actually take a wet, you know, sandpaper? Can I wet sand this and fix this? There is some cracking right here. Lola, you got to get out of the way, okay? I know you think you're the star of every video and you deserve to be, but get out. Move out of the way. Okay, can you see this cracking right here? But look at me. This thing is coming back so beautifully well. Okay, so how do I fix this? The cracking, I know, is an indication of body filler, but this just like a line that they really did a bad job, and I need to buff this little part out right here some more. How do I get rid of this? Is it possible? So leave me a comment if you know. I hope you can see it. It's just, I don't know, but you step back and it's not that noticeable. So if you stay, you know, 10, 20 feet away from my car, she looks gorgeous. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take a break because my ADHD, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I think the older I get, the more I got. I have to do something different. I need to take this seat out, okay, so I can see why it is not working. I've tried, I am getting power to the unit here. This is fine, so I can put all of this stuff back together. I can put the door panel back on, all that kind of stuff. I can put the interior pieces on here, but while I have really good access, I just have 4 bolts. They look like they're probably 10s or maybe 13s. 1, 2, and then look how it kind of sits on a stilt right down there. 3, and then 4 on the other side, and hopefully I can lift this thing out and see why the motor isn't working. Okay, so let's kind of work on that. Let me put this back together. I'll get the seat out and then we'll pick it up there. Oh, I love this color of this interior. Isn't that great? Get rid of the crappy tinting. Oh, this is gonna be such a cool car when I'm done. Well, it's about time you showed up. Where have you been? Huh? Where have you been? Chasing the duck? I hope not. He's now afraid of the duck, which is the way he's supposed to be. Look at those eyes. Look at those pretty eyes. Look at those eyes too. Okay, are you guys tired of my dogs? Probably so. So let's continue to work on the bends. Well, we're having fun. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. We're finding out more about the car. For some reason, these were on extensions, okay? They were bolts. It was lined up like this to put this on. And Clio 1 does not have those. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe these motors haven't worked for a long time, maybe, and they just needed to raise the seat. Maybe Cleo was a very short person. I don't know, but we have 3 of the 4 bolts removed, which means one is going to be so much fun. It's down here, and whatever is holding it underneath is stuck on, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Over on this side, under Lola's tutelage, we have discovered same thing over here, more bolts. This one was actually broken, so this bolt was never even attached to the frame of the car, and I found a CD. I'm liking this one, Independent Connection, Tulsa City Limits, featuring Lil David D, Doo-Doo, Mr. Nuts, or Mr. Nutso, and 6XX. T-Town Be Down, Shedding Tears, Don't Fight, Affiliated, Still, Champion, Never Ever, and That's What's Up. Is there even, oh, there is. I got a CD. Well, if it works, we will play this in Cleo's honor, but I just don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So this one, I think, is ready to remove. I just got to take out that holds the seatbelt receptacle, I guess is a good word for it. We'll take that on both sides. This will come out, and then maybe I can see how they're attached at the bottom to the actual car, and maybe I can duplicate that over there once I get that other bolt out, but I have no idea how I'm going to get that bolt out. One seat has been removed, and we're learning Cleo likes snowflakes. I don't know what these are. They're like little snowflake things, and he had a little rock collection in here. That's nice, but I don't know what these are. Like a game? Backgammon or something? I don't know. I'm making money too. I got 6 cents, another cool rock. But these are so much fun to remove because they sit on top, and the seat itself sits right on top of that. So they attach from the top, and if the seat doesn't go winkety wonkety, you're totally effed. And for some reason, there's a vacuum hose going into the seat. I don't know why, it just does. So I've learned we have these little clips right here that I believe hold this into place. Where's my screwdriver? So if I adjust this, see how this whole thing moves? So I believe what has happened on the other side is it's come off from this, which is going to be fun. Now I can find these. I don't know how I'm going to get the bolt out from there. So that's going to be a work. Okay, so anyway, let's get all the duck feathers out of here. That's nice. I got an acorn, all kinds of crap. Got a fly. What is a fly? Do you know? Oh, there was a fly. There was a fly. This is January 6th. Why do we have a fly? Well, because it's 70 degrees today. Okay, let's clean this up. Well, it's now sunset. We're still working on the car. So we have the seat out, which is great. We've started the sanding process on the hood, which, oh my gosh, this is like 4 coats, four passes, and I haven't even done the roof yet. I think the roof or the trunk, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it. So what we're doing now, before the sun goes down, is I thought, well, let's replace the rotor and the distributor cap. This is the rotor from this car. I put in the rotor from Cleo 1. Look how dirty that is. That's horrible. And then I have, this is the actual distributor cap from this car. These are pretty gross too. These are all really gross. Okay, so the ones I took out of Cleo 1 looked better. I gave them a quick cleaning with a little brass brush. We'll clean these up and put these in Cleo 1. Yeah, but I just want to see if we made any difference at all. Because when I pulled the car up a little bit, it was running weird. Miserably, please hold my tools for me. Okay, so let's just take all these tools out. And we're going to give it a start. See if we fix something. All right? Hopefully so. Well, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the seat yet. But this is a hot mess. This whole car is a mess. Okay, somewhere in this bag of bolts and everything, I've got a key that will start the car. You think it's going to start? Yeah, let's just find out. Well, she runs good. She runs better than before. Still got to put all this together. Got the SRS light, because of course that seat's disconnected. But look at this. That is so much better. Let's not leave the brass brush in here. This is, it's just the same. I give up. I give up with these crazy cars. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, that was, well, I thought we fixed it. Perhaps we have not. All right. I don't know. Let's try it again. Let's just see what else is happening. It's still screwing up. I can replace the EHA valve, or I can disconnect it. And that can help things. Let's just see. The engine, to me, it sounds so much better. And then it doesn't sound better. Okay, well, let's disconnect the EHA valve. Okay, so EHA valve right there. Okay, and a lot of times when engines get warm and then they start running really crappy, it's a problem. So we have disconnected this. Let's just see what's going to happen now. Put this kind of back where it was. All right, let's just see what's going to happen. I'm loving the paint though, other than the crappy paint. Ugh. Okay, let there be better life. Well, it's not dying. What do you think? Could it be the EHA valve? Yeah, could be. Okay, so seems to be running better. Is there any black stuff coming out the back? No. Well, we're just gonna let it run, see what happens when it warms up. And if it's better, then I know that's the problem. Yeah, but then what, how do I, do I find another one? I guess I have to. Problem's back. Yeah, definitely back. So I don't think it's the EHA valve. Could it be the crank position sensor? Let's just throw thousands and thousands of parts at this crazy car and see what happens. Okay, it's got to be the crank position sensor, or it's got to be the, oh my gosh, the EZL unit right here, which needs some thermal paste. This is an easy thing to do, so we'll do this first. That'll be tomorrow, and then we'll go for the crank sensor, and we'll just see what happens. You can test it out. With ohms, I can't remember what it has to be within spec, but we'll do that. I'll do the research, we'll check the ohms, see if it's good or bad, and maybe we'll fix it. Sound like a plan? Nope, sounds like a plan to me. To test the crank position sensor, it looks like an RCA type plug. This is the EZL right here. There's two big ones, then there's a vacuum line, and then there's a smaller one, and this is what it looks like on the inside. What you want, your ohms to be between, like 800 and 1200. And as the temperature goes up and everything, it'll be closer to 1200 if you've been driving the car. So you put the red one, the positive, on the inside of the plug right here, and then you test the outside by attaching the negative right here, $7.95, $7.94. So that, it's chilly out here, so I'm going to say that's okay. I think we're going to leave that in there for a little while. One more thing I do want to test happens to be what's called the K10 relay. Okay, we're going to take the one from Clio 1 and we're going to put it into Clio 2. So let me show you where that lives. So on the W124, the K10 relay lives. It's just right here. It's attached to kind of the firewall. Your computers and stuff are behind this. And there's a little 10 amp fuse. And you can test that easily by just removing it. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. This is the one that I removed from Clio 2. And this probably looks even worse than, well, this is Clio 1's. Yeah, this is Clio 2. Get it right, Mike. Okay, this is what it looks like. Sometimes this will blow and it will cause like your RPM gauge won't work anymore, some other issues. If the unit itself goes bad, then it's going to be really, really cranky when it tries to run, and it's going to just sound terrible and things just aren't going to work. Let's just see if this has a blown fuse. I don't think so. Let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, that's still good. I mean, I can test it very, very quickly, but it's held on with just an 8mm bolt. We'll take that out and we'll put this one in. Let's just test the fuse, because you never, ever, ever, ever know for sure until you test it, right? Okay, so listen for the sound. It's good. Okay, so we'll take this one out. We'll put the new one in. Well, the borrowed one in. And then we'll see what's up. Maybe that will help it. Okay, this is Clio 2's K10, and it looks better than Clio 1's. We're just going to give this a try. Let me clean these off real quick. We'll put this in, and then we'll just give her a start just to kind of see what happens. Who knows? Maybe it'll fix something. I went ahead and ordered another one of these, so it should get here later today. So hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. If it turns out to be the problem, then I'll put the good one in here. But let's give Clio 1 a good cleaning and then we'll attach it. I've cleaned the terminals. We've cleaned the receptacle. I guess that's a good word for it. Let's just see what happens when we try to give her a start. Hopefully, I'm not going to tighten that down. Hopefully we have a good connection. The car will try to start, and best case scenario, it runs great. Let's just see. Well, I think it sounds good. We'll see what happens when it warms up a little bit. So let's just let it run for a little while and then we'll be back. But I think right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I think the battery's kind of low, but maybe we fixed it? No. No, we did not. She does not seem to be very happy. Nope. So when I push on the gas, she died again. So that's not great. And that is going to be the end of the video, everybody. We've taken this car so far. And then, of course, a flock of birds just attacked it. So I get to wash it again. Yeah, lots of poopage everywhere. As you can see, both seats are removed. We will steam clean the interior. I'm not going to show that. I've done that 1,000 times. I'll show you the finished product. We'll clean this up. We'll get it back together. We're going to continue working on why this thing runs like crap, and we have 48 other cars that we're going to continue working on as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching. A big thank you to Brian for all those paint products. They are really, really, really amazing. We're going to have more information in the description box below if you want to go check out. He's got 2 channels now, one for cars, one for paint restoration. So please go check out those channels. and check out those products because they are really, really, really good. All right, everybody, have a great day. We'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.